trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Finds his big tight end. And the ball squirted out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on a massive fumble recovery.
The offense set for a first down play. Power football with the run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
The give to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Looking left. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine with it.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I...
Touchdown, Bama! What a catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air. It's Ewers. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Coming after it. Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Blue. After 45 on his way. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. the fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Setting up the screen. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The run to the left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Miller with the ball. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Steps away to find some room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Going for it all. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Running back searching for a hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and that, the ball falls incomplete.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's off and in for the touchdown.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D-line and create a pile, and you stuff them on 1st down and 2nd down. They go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchbacks. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Looking to buy time. He fires it out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. The defensive player makes the nice pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Movement here from the tight end. To throw, it's Milroe. Buys a little time. Keeps it going. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want to try the other side of the field.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll give it to the back. And the ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, what a break. Great job following the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
And stampeding through the defense. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown time! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the play fake. He's going for the big play. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Trying to get to him. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it. And just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground, he's got it again.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Right back to the well. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Ewers. Skips away from pressure. That quarterback was doing his best. Houdini escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
He's moving out of the pocket. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Quarterback will audible. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Feeling some heat. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Line gets set, first down. They're going to run it to the right. And he was able to work his way through just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to run for it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back. And they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Check. White 94 slider choice. White Wildcat.
The give to the tailback. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll try it over the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to throw, it's Ewers. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Grab behind the line. It's Bond. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The receiver on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The play action fake. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the field and they keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The give is to Miller. Bringing the heat. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
To the air, it's Milroe. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the target. Connection to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Running to the left. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.